Hey guys, so I got a request to do an update on my saltwater tank. If you guys remember, it's 20 gallons tall, I almost said long, and not much has really been happening. Not really a major update. The only update I would say would probably be just the yellow fish on the right corner that you can see. That's the new one that I got, but let's get a little bit closer to it. But yeah, this is the stand. It just stands on a stand that I bought from Fred Meyer's, nothing fancy. And here it is. The one thing that I need to do about this tank is I need to rearrange the rocks a little bit because I don't like how they look. But this is it. It's got live rock all over. Maybe I should change the lighting temporarily just so that, because blue lighting I feel like is kind of hard to see with. So I just made it a little bit more white for the sake of the video, but I'm filming on my iPhone, so not the best quality. But this is what the tank looks like over here. So yeah, I still have just 3 corals. Right here, and right here. Nothing too fancy, but they're nice. I mean, I like looking at them. This mushroom, I think it's a mushroom coral. There's some sand, I need to take it off. I just cleaned the glass a little bit. I scrubbed off the brown algae that goes on here very quickly. And then a little smaller mushroom thing over there. This was a shell that I found at the beach that I cleaned up and put in here. And then this little ornament. I mean, it kind of looks cool now because it has like a little bit of green algae or whatever you want to call it growing on there. So it looks kind of like some sinking ship or something. I have this here because I do have a fish that loves to hang out in here. My Aptasia. Let's see if he's in here right now. I don't think he is. Nope, he's not. He's hiding. Oh, you can see my little hermit crab. So I still have my hermit crab. He's still alive and thriving, doing great in here. So really quickly, we'll start with the top here. I still have the same lights. This one was gifted to me on Amazon by a very nice subscriber. And then this one was the one that I bought. I have just these things here. I feed this to my corals. These are just the foods here that I have for the fish. And another one in here, same thing. I put it in this bottle instead, some of them. Again, here's a view. I do have a power head here. This one is turned on, and then this one's turned off just for now because it makes the sand fly everywhere. But I'm probably going to turn it on again later. I'm not entirely sure. I want to get another small one like this to add to this side just so it's not too much current because it can get a little bit crazy. And I have a canister filter thing which is up there. And the thing is down here. I need to get like a stand where it can go in here and like that's covered up. In the future I will buy a proper stand for it. And you can see that my tank has scratches all over because I used a razor to clean the front, which is not the smartest idea. So in the future I probably will replace this tank with a newer tank and be more careful when cleaning it because yeah, you don't want algae. Algae is just, or algae scratches I mean, it's not the funnest thing or the nicest thing to look at. So next time I'll be a little bit more careful and all that stuff. But yeah, this is the tank. There's some shells down there for my hermit crab. I also have a shrimp. I don't know, he hides in here. He only comes out if I like drop certain foods for him to eat or something. He'll come out, or if there's fish flakes and things like that. So the fish that I do have in here, I would get a little bit closer, but I don't want to scare them. Maybe I'll film separate videos after of them. But I have, let's start with the newest fish. You can see him. See if I can zoom in a little bit. He's a yellow canary, if I'm correct. I got him from Petco for 20 bucks. He was on sale. He was like 19, 20 bucks, something like that. Very cool little guy. I wanted to get him because he adds color to my tank, because for the most part I feel like my tank looks dull. I mean, the only colorful fish, if you want to say, would probably be this orange guy with the white stripe on him. But this yellow guy, he adds a lot of color. He's really pretty to look at and he's really cool. Apparently, I believe they are venomous or something, so you have to be careful when you're cleaning. I don't know if it could affect a human, probably. I'm not sure, but you have to be very careful. I've stuck my hand in there a couple of times. Thankfully, he doesn't come and try to bite me, so he just minds his own business, stays away when I'm cleaning. Thankfully, the other fish do the same thing. So another fish that I've had in here, like all the other fish I've had for a very long time. So this Clarky clownfish, I'm sorry, can't even speak anymore. He's, wait, did I just say Clarky? No, sorry. He's a skunk clownfish. He's orange with a white stripe on his back like a skunk would have. Very cool. I'm looking to get another one that looks like him so you can have a little clownfish friend, because I feel like if I put another clownfish, he might try to attack it, so I haven't been putting anything else in there, clownfish related at least. I also have the black molly that's next to the yellow fish over there. Oh, okay, now he's hiding. Oh, there he is. I have this black molly. His fins are kind of torn, so I'm debating if I want to take him out and add him to my 55 freshwater gallon tank. We will see. He does good in here. I've noticed mollies, at least for me, they do better in saltwater. So yeah, by the way, if you guys don't know, you could actually keep mollies in saltwater and freshwater, and I believe maybe brackish water too, I think. So it's kind of cool that you can put them in saltwater or freshwater, which is pretty awesome. So I have him in there. I also have this blue guy. This guy I've had for the longest. He was the first fish, at least, that I've put in this tank that's like still here, and he's very friendly. I think people say that these type of fish are kind of aggressive, because I guess they can be, but is it a damsel? I think that's what it is. I'm not entirely sure. This blue little guy, but he's actually super friendly and super sweet. Doesn't bother anybody, you know, swims, keeps to himself. He's a very, very good fish. And I feel like, oh yes, there's one more. This Aptasia fish. Can you guys see him in the corner? Oops, right here. He's a very cool guy. So I got him when I had a lot of Aptasia in my tank, because at one point I did have a lot of Aptasia in my tank, like a lot, all over the rocks. And I was looking for ways to find, you know, for them to clean it up and everything, and or how to get rid of it. And I was told an Aptasia fish, so I got him. I think it was like 24 bucks, so they're a little bit kind of on the semi-pricey side, but they're totally worth it. So if you guys have any Aptasia in your tank, definitely recommend getting this guy. Thankfully mine doesn't, he eats, you know, normal fish flake food, so he's able to survive in here. I heard that sometimes they don't survive or whatever, they just need Aptasia or frozen foods or things like that. I do also feed frozen foods, but I mainly feed, you know, dry fish flakes just because. But I need to also go to the store and get some more frozen shrimp or whatever, mysis shrimp I think it's called, for them. But yeah, he's a pretty good guy. You see if I can get a little bit close to him without spooking him. You see him? Very cool. There's like little spikes on him. Sorry, the side of my tank is dirty, but the water is clear. Like I said, I just cleaned the glass, so it might be a little bit cloudy, the water, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty clear. Always clear water, just messy, dirty brown algae all over the glass. I think I also need to get some more snails, because I don't even know if I have any more snails left. If I do, it's probably those really tiny ones. I used to have big ones, but I don't think I do anymore, so I need to invest in some snails. But yeah, I think that's it for the fish. I'm trying to think here carefully, make sure I didn't forget anybody. Yeah, so not a lot of fish. Again, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish I believe I have in here. So just keeping it kind of semi-simple when it comes to fish. I would love to one day get like a yellow tang, but I think my tank is too small for that. So I don't know if I ever will or what. So maybe just look into something else to get that's also kind of colorful and a little bit bigger, so I can just like, it can be like the centerpiece of the tank. I don't know. We'll see. And of course, one clown one day that looks like him, so he or she, whatever, can have like a friend, maybe a mate, who knows, I don't know. Or maybe add like 2 more female mollies, so that guy has a friend. Because mollies, they also pick on algae, so they, you know, pick the rocks and the glass and everything, so that's why it's good to have them. One more thing before I forget, I used to have like green hair algae all over my rocks, well, certain parts of my rocks. Then I added one of those emerald crabs, and it like completely got rid of the green hair algae. So I recommend a emerald crab for green hair algae. And if you have Aptasia, I recommend the Aptasia fish. I think it's called Aptasia eating fish or something like that. One of those two. I can put the names down below in the comments if you guys ask, you know, what the name is, so you can check them out. But yeah, very cool fish, and they did an awesome job by clearing everything out. So my tank is pretty much always in good condition, thankfully. The water is always clear, but the glass is always dirty because look, algae, I wasn't able to clean it that well there. And then on the sides here, I didn't clean that great. I tried to, but I was like, you know what, it's just the side, doesn't matter as much. Maybe that happens because I keep it right next to my window, and maybe that's what's causing the windows of the glass or whatever to get super algae, but I don't know, super green, brown, whatever color you want to call it. But the fish are doing great. Again, they've been in here for quite some time now, and I've had the same fish for quite a while, minus that yellow guy. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. It's kind of getting a little raspy, but here's a little update on my fish. Get a little bit closer. Hopefully I don't spook them. I'm sorry for the lighting, guys. I'm filming on my phone, and it's an iPhone 6, so it's not the best quality, but you know, it is what it is. I would love to get more corals one day, especially those zoanthas, I think is what they call them. They're so pretty. Make like a little garden on one of the rocks. I don't know. And I also want to rearrange the rocks in the future. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or something, because I don't like how it looks right now. I feel like before I had a good setup, but I don't remember what I did or how I had the rocks set up. But yeah, fish are doing good. Let me see if I can get closer to this yellow guy. He's so pretty. Look at him. Hello. Isn't he cute? And then we've got my little black molly who has kind of torn fins, so I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Maybe I might move him to my 55. We'll see. This clownfish is very, very shy. See? Very shy. Maybe if he has a friend of his own, he'll be okay. And then the blue one is hiding down there. And then this guy is very cool. I want to show you a side view, but don't mind the brown algae on here. Here he is. Up. And he's gonna go hide. Oh, he just went over there to the right. But yeah, this is the tank. I hope you liked the update. I'm sorry that it doesn't look as interesting. Like, I haven't really been focusing on getting new things for my saltwater tank, so it kind of is what it is, but I still have it. I mean, part of me sometimes is thinking about selling it just because I feel like my passion isn't as much into saltwater as it is for freshwater. But then I'm like, it took me forever and a long time to like get everything together, so I don't know if I want to just give up the hobby that quickly or that easily, so I don't know. We'll see. But again, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for requesting this update, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.